Today I have the Avian-X LCD Lookout Hen. This hen decoy is incredibly realistic and as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, this is the Avian-X LCD Hen, and LCD stands for Lifelike Collapsible Decoy. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need to collapse it. This thing looks absolutely phenomenal. Inflate it from the bottom, and oh my gosh, the realism of this decoy looks insane. So you don't have to deflate it every time. I know, I don't like that. Don't waste your time, leave it inflated. This is their lookout hen. Now, I know a lot of guys will say, well, you should get a breeder hen if you're going to use it with a strutter decoy. Yes, that is true. However, they're not all going to breed in the exact same look and exact same positioning every single time. What do I mean by that? If you see a breeder hen decoy, they're always flat and the head's always just above the grass, and when you actually put it in the grass, you'll notice you can't see the decoy because they're laying so low to the ground. Yes, obviously a hen is going to lay lower to the ground. However, if you get you a lookout hen with no stake and just put her on the ground, then she looks like she's nice and kind of nested up and ready to go, and yet a tom can still walk over a ridge, walk across a field, and see that decoy. He's not having to look for just a tiny little head poking up out of the grass. He can actually see a full body getting down on the ground. He's going to go, all right, I got to stop the party, and you're going to kill him. I've used an Avian-X feeder before, and I liked that decoy, but it got old. It was time for a new one. So this one right here, just look at the detail. I couldn't get over the detail on the tail fan. I mean, that was absolutely mind-boggling. On the feathers, it is a pretty decoy, and it just looks very realistic. Super lightweight. Like I said, you inflate it, and just leave it inflated. It's not hard. Super lightweight, and it's just a good-looking decoy all the way around. There's a cavity for a stake, so you just put the stake right in there, and you have no issues. Like I said earlier, it's an inflatable decoy. That valve right there can get old. It can wear out just like a beach ball, right? So here's what I did. I inflated this. I super glued it. That simple. No air is going to escape. This is nice and rubber coated. It's closed. If you super glue that valve, no air is going to get out. And that's just my kind of secret tip for you, is that if you want a inflatable decoy that'll actually hold, get an Avian-X and super glue the valve. It's that simple. Next thing on this decoy that I don't know if I like it or not yet, it's a little glittery. And by that I mean, it might be kind of hard to see on camera, but there's certain spots on it where they've actually kind of put glitter into the paint. Now, yes, obviously a turkey's feathers will shine when it's in the sun, but I'm curious to see how this works in the woods when there's a little bit of a shadow and yet it's still shiny, but I don't think you should throw them off that much. The second thing I really like about this decoy is the legs. That sounds stupid, but I think legs can be really important. These legs are collapsible, they're bendable, and they're basically just photo printed turkey legs. They look really good, and when a tom is walking through a field, you have this on a stake. If you want to do a little bit of scratching, I love to scratch while I'm calling. Well, it's just one more visual aid that he has. He can see these legs, and I think it just helps out a little bit. So good job, Avian-X, on that. Just adds a little bit more realism to your setup. I also super glued the legs because, like I said, they bend, they turn. On the feeder hen I used to have, they would sometimes, the bungees inside of them would get crooked and you'd have the legs hanging off to the side or kind of weird. So I just super glued the legs. So that would be my ultimate thing to say here. Is get you an Avian-X LCD hen. You can use it in so many situations. That and some Gorilla Glue, you're set. Close the valve, glue the legs, and put her straight on the ground. Looks super realistic and just works really well.